Hi there and welcome back to the BLK Queensland Premier Rugby Wrap, the only place where you'll find the latest action and achievements from the recent round of Queensland Premier Rugby. My name's Courtney Barker and I've got the highlights from a very rainy round 3. Let's go around the grounds and check out the full-time results of the week gone by. Bond defeated West 22-15 at the Gold Coast. At St Lucia, Uni took out the win against GPS 26-5. Tight scores at Jack Ross Oval, the Dragons just taking the win over Brothers 34-32. East had a break, while the Nest was just too wet for South to host North. Their game will be postponed until April 1st. Well, it was wet and stormy at St Lucia. Thunderstorms delayed kick-off for nearly half an hour, forcing the teams to warm up in a downpour. After a spectacular lightning show, the teams took the field and were able to get a solid 80 minutes of very wet rugby. In the 7th minute, UQ generated a momentum-changing play with number 8 Jack Nelson intercepting a loose pass and running 60 metres for the game's opening try. 2 penalty goals from Red Heavies inside centre Tom Pincus pushed the gap to 11-0 at half-time. UQ then further extended their lead in the second half with another try to Pincus. The home side showed a bit of flair to finish off their scoring, with scrum half Scott Gales sliding over in the left corner. GPS scored a late consolation try to finish off with only 5 points on the board, 26-5. Bond secured their second home win of the season, 22-15 over West. The appointment of former Melbourne Rebels assistant coach Sean Hedger in the off-season yielded Bond's first home winning streak in the club's short Premier Rugby history. With countless numbers of set-piece struggles, Bond raced to an 11-point lead early in the first half. Penalties to Bond's Sam Cox and an unconverted try were countered by a late half surge from the Bulldogs, scoring 10 unanswered points to their own in the lead up to half-time. Bond built upon the narrowest of leads by adding another 11 points in a quick sequence, with 2 further penalties from Cox complementing a try from Queensland country NRC lock Ruben Foy-Mayono. The visiting Bulldogs couldn't match the fitness and intensity of their hosts in the final period, but did manage to cross for a late consolation try. Sunnybank secured a 34-32 upset win over Brothers in the 80th minute at Jack Ross Oval. Sunnybank took the lead early with a penalty, followed by a try in the 25th minute after a Brothers fumble allowed Dragons number 8 Jeffrey Farmasili to score off the back of a resulting scrum. Despite Sunnybank bringing St George Queensland Reds centre Ben Tapuai off the bench, Brothers were determined to secure the win and fought back. Number 11 Asaya Mosesi scored Brothers' first try, storming over the line in the 30th minute. With a successful conversion and penalty from fly half Sam Green to follow, the score was levelled 10-all at half-time. Sunnybank put first points on the board in the second half with a penalty, but Brothers responded with Giles Beveridge, Luke Beecham and Mitch Felsman all crossing for tries to give the Brethren a 25-13 lead. Dragons flyer Joshua Edmond ran half the field to score off the back of a resulting scrum, followed by a second try only minutes later from outside centre Peter Lee to put Sunnybank back in front, 27-25. With the score tight and only 7 minutes to go, halfback Jack Webby scored Brothers' 5th try to regain the lead for the home side, 32-27. In the dying minutes, Sunnybank continued to apply pressure inside Brothers' 22-metre, eventually charging over in the 80th minute to even the score 32-all. Henry Taifu completed a successful day on the boot, converting the try to seal the win for Sunnybank, 34-32. Henry also picked up the Musashi High Performer Award of the round. Congratulations Henry, enjoy your Musashi prize pack. The game of the round began with a minute's silence and was played in honour of Iosefo Belly Tabala. Affectionately known as Belzy, the Queensland rugby community was rocked on Saturday morning by the tragic news of Iosefo's sudden passing in Fiji, where he had been playing with Fiji Warriors in the World Rugby Pacific Challenge. Our continued support and prayers are with his family and friends. Taking a look at the competition ladder after 3 rounds of Premier Rugby, Sunnybank have started the season strongly, sitting at the top of the table with 15 points. Uni, another strong contender, is not too far behind on 13. East and Bond Uni both make it in the top 4, sitting on 9 points each. Brothers just outside the top 4 with 7 points. West sit 5 points back in 6th spot with 2 points, while South, GPS and North all round out at the bottom of the table. Looking into next week, Bond will take on Brothers at the Gold Coast. Uni will be back home hosting a well-rested East side. South will take on GPS at the Nest. North will host West at Hugh Courtney Oval, while Sunnybank will have the bye. Well, that's all we have time for. I'll be back again next week with the highlights of round 4 of BLK Queensland Premier Rugby. If you're craving more, make sure you head to www.redsrugby.com.au to check out Queensland Premier Rugby Weekly. My name's Courtney Barker. Get down to your local Premier Rugby club this weekend to check out the stars of tomorrow today.